Hey everybody, it's Phil the Credit Guy at Diverse Consulting Credit Services or Diverse Consulting Buying Services. And today we're going to talk about understanding credit scores and how to improve your credit standing. We try to be as brief as possible, but we also want to make sure everyone has a good understanding of what we're saying today. And as always, we just want to have a visual so that as we talk, we have something to look at so that it hits home a little bit better. So we're going to jump right into it. But the first thing we need you to know is that there are different credit scores. There's FICO score and there's Vantage score, right? You guys are on Credit Karma, one of my favorite sites. It's free, it lets you see your credit. But we do need to understand that is a Vantage score that you see. And a lot of people don't understand that's not what your creditor sees when they pull your credit, right? Because 90% of the big lenders are using FICO score. Right? When you're going for a home, when you're going for auto, we're talking FICO score. So that's what we're mainly going to talk about today. FICO score and what goes into the FICO score, okay? You have exceptional scores in the 800s, very good scores in the 740s to 799, good scores, fair scores, and risky scores. Today we're not going to focus on scores because I don't like my clients to focus on scores. We're going to focus on the tendencies and the habits that drive your scores. So if you exercise and eat right, you're not going to worry about your weight as much because all of that's going to come together by the exercise and by eating right. So if we pay our bills, keep our utilization, and take care of these other factors that we're going to discuss, we are going to have an exceptional score. We're going to touch these things really briefly. Payment history is really self-explanatory. You pay people on time, you're going to tap into the biggest part of your credit score, which is 35%. That means I pay everybody on time. I say I'm going to pay something by the 20th, I pay it by the 20th. And yes, a late payment only goes 30 days. So if something was due on the 20th, you paid it on the 21st, you're only late to that creditor, but no one else knows. They don't report until 30 days. Amount owed, that's 30% of your score. That's the next biggest thing to payment history. So we have to make sure that we keep our utilization under 30%. What is utilization? You take out a credit card, they give you a $1,000 limit. If you owe $500 on that credit card, you're at 50% of your utilization. In this example, if you are at $300 or lower, you would be at 30%, which means you tap into the full 30%. The more money you owe, the lower your credit score or credit standing in comparison to your limit. The lower your balance is to your limit, the better off you will tap into this 30%. When you tap into these two things, you can actually probably already be in the good section of credit, which is 670 to 739. Now I'm going to talk about these other three things because these are the things where I think most of my clients or people might struggle or not understand. 15% of your credit score is your length of credit history. 10% of your credit score is new credit or credit inquiries. So when you apply for credit, obviously you're going to take an inquiry and then you're hoping to get that new credit that you applied for. 10% of your credit is your credit mix. There are three types of credit: mortgage, installment, and revolving. Mortgage, if you own a property, is self-explanatory. You pay a mortgage. Installment is your auto, your personal loan, your student loan. It's a $400 a month auto loan you took out, and it's $400 for the full 60 or 72 months, or whenever you finish paying off the car. But that $400 a month doesn't change. That's an installment loan. Revolving is your credit card. When you hear revolving, we're talking credit card. You have a $1,000 limit on your credit card. You charge $100. You got a minimum payment bill in the mail for $40. Next month, you went out, you charged $1,000. They sent you a bill, but this month, the bill was for $100 because you charged $1,000. Revolving. The balance changes, or the monthly payment changes based on the balance that you have every single month. Three types of credit: mortgage, installment, revolving. If you have all three types of credit, you're going to tap into the full 10%, and you're probably going to be in a very good or exceptional level when we start touching the types of credit mix. That's called the credit mix or type of credit. New credit can also affect your length of credit history. You have a credit card right now. You've had it for 5 years. You go out and you take a new credit card out today. Well, it's not 0 days or it's not 0 months. It starts at a year, right? One credit card open for 5 years. Now you got the new credit card open for what they say a year. That's 6 years. You divide that by 2, and now your new credit history length is 3 years instead of the original 5 years. And that is why you hear sometimes not to close older credit cards, because you might be closing a card that's open for 10 years and you will affect that 15% of your credit link history. Very important to know that before you close a card. So what I'm going to say is it's important to know all 5 of these things. Of course, we're going to personalize this for you when you reach out to us. We're going to break it down and we're going to make a plan for you so that we can help you maximize your score and your borrowing potential. So if you're already following us at Philly0609, that's PHILLY0609 on Instagram, continue to follow, continue to watch. We do this to educate and we do it for you. Make sure to share this. Maybe you know it, but friends and family don't. Maybe you watch it and you were amazed because you didn't realize some of this. Well, that might be the same case with your friends, your brother, your sister, your mother, your family. We want to make sure that everyone is aware of how credit works, how your score works, how your standing works, and how to maximize your score. That's what we're here to do. Anything credit, whether it's auto purchase, home purchase, or just understanding and building credit. Some of us have already messed up with the credit, some of us are new to the credit, and some of us just don't have an understanding how to maximize the credit. We help you do that at Diverse Consulting Credit Services and Diverse Consulting Buying Services. And again, Philly0609 on Instagram, PHILLY0609. And again, thanks so much for watching. Have a great night.